We are out at F&S Building Innovations today, kicking off a new series called Your Home with Jeremy and Alicia. And basically over the series, we're going to learn all kinds of tips and tricks and information about home renovations. And let's first start with the history of F&S, Alicia. This runs in the family blood, doesn't it?
It does. F&S has been servicing the Roanoke Valley, Lynchburg, New River Valley areas for over 40 years. It was actually started by my father. I grew up out on job sites playing in the red clay. So I've been around the construction industry my whole life. I've spent time in the light gauge steel industry, now here at F&S. It's been wonderful, and you know, I met this gentleman and I decided he needed to be at F&S too, so.
And we're going to talk about that story because it's quite adorable how you all met. And basically, Jeremy, you made the first move, didn't you?
I did. You know, our story began back in Liberty University in '98. Her and I were in the same class together. It was an Old Testament class at Liberty, and she was sitting on the other side of the classroom. There's about 200 people probably in the class, and my brother and I were in there, and we were talking, and I said, you know what? The next class, I'm going to be sitting on that side. I'm going to get a little closer to her. So that's what I did. Lo and behold, she walks in. The next class, she sits down kind of beside me, and I started writing notes. And
you know, I gotta say, I walked in class, I had my own little spot that I was always back there by myself, and all of a sudden these two guys that kind of looked like twins showed up in my spot. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah. So I slipped her the note. We went on the first date, and the rest is kind of history. And here we are.
And now you have a couple beautiful kids.
We do.
19 years later, we have two daughters, Kira and Carly, who are 10 and 12. They keep life interesting. You never know what's coming out of their mouth. They're kind of like their daddy. You just have to go with it.
Wait a minute.
And let's talk about you working with F&S. Is it hard to be in this family business? Talk about high expectations.
You know, it can be, but I've learned that, you know, if you work hard and you do what you're supposed to do, and you create a team around you, I think that's the most important thing, and that's what we've done here at F&S. We've got such a great team. The expectations, you know, are always there, but you know, we've got a great owner who leads the way. So we're very fortunate in our team.
Well, that's part of it. Is when you model high expectations, you model it yourself. You set the example, and then the team around you just automatically rises to that level. And we have been very blessed at F&S that our whole team goes the extra mile and rises to the occasion.
And you have high quality work, and you also use exceptional products as well, don't you?
We absolutely do. Our team has searched out the right products. You know, we're a Four Seasons sunroom franchise. We also do kitchens, baths, where we use the most updated luxury products. So we want what we put in your home for you when we walk away, for our customers to be completely satisfied.
Right, and an A+ rating. I mean, you can't argue with that. That speaks volumes.
It absolutely does. You know, that's one thing we're very proud of here is the A+ rating. You know, you can look us up, and it speaks volume, like you said, of who we are and what we strive for.
And speaking of which, I had a chance to talk to one of your clients. We're here with the Wrights, and we're talking about what work they had done with F&S. And tell me about your story. And you used to work with a contractor, didn't you?
Yes, I worked for a very large contractor up north, and we moved down here. We didn't know who to go to. We tried to find some local contractors that were close by. They wouldn't return the call. They wouldn't show up. When they did show up, they backed over her flowers.
Oh no.
And they came in a truck that leaked oil all over the driveway.
Right. So then how did you find F&S?
We went to the hospital up in Bedford and saw their trucks up there and their crew working. And we had a neighbor that had them do some work. So we knew the store was here, and we stopped by, and we were struck that it was very professional from day one. We were very worried that we would find a contractor that said he was insured, but he wasn't.
That's a very good point. And so you came here, you talked to them, and I understand they basically told you everything you needed to know right away, right?
And Jason immediately, the estimator, immediately said, I will come to your house this afternoon. And within 2 hours, he was at our house.
Wow.
Walking around, measuring, looking, whatever, telling us the better ideas than what we had thought we wanted done. And he was able to immediately go out in his car and print up a contract.
Wow.
And put it on a flash drive. I brought it in, put it in my computer, printed it out, signed it, gave him a deposit, and he said, we'll start the beginning of February. And they did.
That is wonderful. So what work did you have done, and what did you think?
We had a deck, just an open deck. It was too hot to sit out there, and the bugs were horrible. So Jason suggested that we put a roof, and he had this some insulated, I don't see one here, but an insulated panel of roofing, and how to put it up and hold it up and whatever, and we could use it. And my husband was going to finish it off himself. But after these guys were done working, we were so impressed and so happy that we decided to go ahead and have them finish the project.
That's wonderful.
So now it's all closed in, sliding glass windows. We're out there every night.
That is
enjoying
wonderful.
it.
And I understand you've had a little bit of work done with them since then, too.
Right. We had a big picture window put in the front of our house, and we're going to have them come back as soon as possible to do some more drywall work for us.
So overall, it sounds like you're really happy. What would you say to folks out there? Why pick F&S?
I would pick F&S because they're professional, they're clean, they don't smoke, they're respectful, and every day they pick up the mess they make, which to me is the best part of anything. In fact, I even saw the two guys that were working for us, Jeff and Richard, on their hands and knees picking construction debris out of my lawn.
That's
You
wonderful.
can't ask for better than that.
And after the break, we're going out to one site and taking a closer look at some of the Trex decking that they put out there. We'll be right back.